Wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready? 56. Check 56. Who that? Check 4.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 36-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Moore stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Moore. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Down by Drew Tranquill. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Haskins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Moore to throw on second down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 20! Touchdown, Washington! Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
By Drew Tranquill.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Complete to number 8. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's
after 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With this Washington 7, Eagles 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 22-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Number 41.
Just a yard up to the 39.
Carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moore. He will find Davis. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez.
The ball carried.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Armstead brought him down. 1-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
7-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Come on.
More now on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check, 19, 18.
From the gun, Moore. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Moore. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wide, get wide. Undercrunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Check it back.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, here's Jones. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Aaron Jones, 67 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
And an Eagle first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, 40 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They go play action with Haskins. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Complete to number 7.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now
Haskins will throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
touchdown, Philadelphia.
From 6 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now Moore, going to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Moore. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Haskins on 1st down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
56, Mike, 56, right.
Operating from the gun, Moore. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again to the fullback on the dive. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On the give, this is their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Eagles 51.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee